Shocking. Jade Cargill hospitalized after vicious assault by Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam 2025. Welcome back to the channel, wrestling fans. Tonight, we're covering a shocking and absolutely brutal turn of events from SummerSlam 2025 that has left the entire WWE Universe in disbelief. Jade Cargill, one of the most dominant athletes in all of WWE, has been hospitalized after a vicious and unprovoked assault by none other than the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. What exactly happened? How bad are Jade's injuries? And what does this mean for the women's division going forward? Stay with us, because we are breaking down everything from the heated build-up to the assault itself, to the emotional backstage fallout that has the WWE locker room in chaos. To understand the shocking events of SummerSlam, we have to go back and look at the intense rivalry between Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. For months, these two women had been on a collision course. Tiffany Stratton, the self-proclaimed center of the universe, was in the middle of her most dominant championship reign to date. Arrogant, flashy, and unapologetically ruthless, Tiffany had been brushing off challengers left and right, insisting that nobody, even Jade, was on her level. Jade Cargill, on the other hand, was a powerhouse unlike anything the WWE Women's Division had ever seen. Undefeated in singles competition leading up to SummerSlam, Jade was determined to claim the Women's Championship and prove to the world that her dominance in WWE was only just beginning. The weeks leading up to SummerSlam were pure chaos. On an episode of SmackDown, Jade confronted Tiffany during an in-ring segment. Tiffany mocked her with her usual condescending attitude, calling her all muscles, no brains, and promising that she'd humiliate her in the biggest match of her career. Jade didn't take it lightly. She grabbed Tiffany by the collar and warned her, "You won't be walking out of SummerSlam with that title or without a reminder of what happens when you disrespect me." Tensions boiled over when Tiffany attacked Jade from behind the very next week, smashing her into the steel steps and shouting, "This is my division." The WWE Universe knew this was personal. By the time SummerSlam arrived, the match wasn't just about the championship. It was about pride, revenge, and dominance. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric. Jade Cargill's entrance was thunderous, her intensity unmatched. The crowd erupted as she marched to the ring with laser-sharp focus. Then Tiffany Stratton made her grand entrance, lavish, arrogant, and dripping with confidence. Pink fireworks lit up the arena, and she twirled her way to the ring, clutching her championship like a queen walking into her palace. Michael Cole, this is it, folks. Power versus precision. Dominance versus arrogance. Corey Graves. And if you ask Tiffany Stratton, she doesn't just think she can win, she thinks she can embarrass Jade Cargill tonight. The bell rang, and the fight was on. Jade started off strong, using her raw strength to overpower Tiffany, tossing her across the ring with ease. Tiffany, however, was cunning. She used every trick in the book, ducking under Jade's strikes, raking her eyes behind the referee's back, and targeting Jade's legs to cut her power down. Midway through the match, Jade nearly sealed the win after delivering a devastating pump kick that left Tiffany reeling. She hoisted Tiffany up for her finisher, but Tiffany wriggled out, gouged Jade's eyes, and hit a surprise dropkick that sent her crashing into the turnbuckle. The crowd was split, half booing Tiffany, half screaming for Jade. Every near fall had the audience on edge. And then came the shocking moment that would change everything. With the referee accidentally knocked down after a collision, Tiffany Stratton saw her opportunity. She slid out of the ring and grabbed a steel chair. The crowd erupted in boos as she slid it inside and stood over Jade with a twisted smirk on her face. Michael Cole, no, don't do this, Tiffany. Tiffany slammed the chair across Jade's back with a sickening crack. Jade howled in pain, but Tiffany didn't stop. She brought the chair down again and again. 5, 6, 7 brutal shots. Security rushed to ringside, but Tiffany shoved the referee out of the way and screamed, "I told you this was my division." Then, in a shocking and disturbing moment, Tiffany wrapped the chair around Jade's neck and stomped on it, sending the crowd into horrified silence. Corey Graves. Oh my God, she could have ended Jade Cargill's career. Medical personnel sprinted to the ring as Tiffany strutted away, laughing and holding her title high like nothing had happened. Jade lay motionless, clutching her neck as the EMTs strapped her to a stretcher. The image of Jade being wheeled out of SummerSlam, with thousands of fans in stunned silence, was one of the most haunting sights in recent WWE history. Shortly after SummerSlam went off the air, WWE issued an official statement. Jade Cargill has been transported to a local medical facility following the events at SummerSlam. She is undergoing further evaluation. We will provide updates as they become available. Fans flooded social media with outrage, demanding Tiffany Stratton be suspended or stripped of the Women's Championship. Hashtags like #JusticeForJade and #SuspendTiffany began trending within minutes. Meanwhile, backstage footage leaked showing Triple H looking furious. Sources close to WWE reported that he confronted Tiffany immediately after her assault, reportedly yelling, "This is not how we do business. You've crossed the line." Tiffany, however, was reportedly unapologetic, arrogantly replying, "I did what I had to do. If Jade can't handle it, she doesn't belong in my ring." The WWE locker room's reaction was immediate and intense. Bianca Belair, who has a long history with both Tiffany and Jade, posted on X, formerly Twitter, "This isn't competition anymore. This is dangerous. Tiffany needs to be stopped." Bayley also weighed in, calling Tiffany's assault one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in this business. On the other hand, a small faction of superstars actually defended Tiffany's actions. Chelsea Green posted, "That's what a real champion does. No mercy." The controversy was explosive, and WWE officials reportedly held a closed-door meeting to decide how to handle Tiffany's actions. Hours after SummerSlam, WWE provided an update. Jade Cargill is in stable condition but has suffered severe neck and back contusions. She will be kept overnight for observation and further testing. Fans outside the hospital were seen chanting, "We love you, Jade," as footage of her being wheeled and circulated online. Despite her condition, Jade reportedly gave a thumbs up to fans on her way into the medical facility, a small but powerful gesture that reassured the WWE Universe that she was fighting. Now the big question, what happens next? Triple H is reportedly considering disciplinary action against Tiffany Stratton. Rumors suggest a possible fine or even a temporary suspension, but one thing is certain. Do you think Tiffany should be suspended? Or did she just prove why she's the most dangerous champion in WWE today? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more WWE updates, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. Because